The models will take the last few turns today as Toronto Fashion Week wraps up. Started on Monday with Holt Renfrew's group show. Canadian designers like Smythe and Jeremy Lang as they sent their looks down the catwalk. Then Wednesday, we got a peek at the Fall-Winter 2012 collection from Joe Fresh. Lots of fur there. Take a look at the footwear. Orange-soled shoes to complete the look. And then last night, pink tartan showing elegant coats, slim pants, shaggy fur booties. They were some of the hot items there. That really just scratches the surface of Fashion Week, though. There were so many shows, so many looks, so many highlights that, as we usually do, we bring in the senior editor of Fashion News at Fashion Magazine, Sarah Casselman, to take us through it. Great to see you. Look at you on trend with your vibrant pink. That's fabulous.
Doing bright, yes.
Listen, we asked Sarah for her top 3 shows. So, one of your top 3 was, we'll just pick it up there because it was pink tartan from last night.
Yes, that was a great show last week. That's always a real crowd pleaser. Lots of fans come out to see that. And so for fall, Kim Newport-Mimbrand is really going back to the 60s, but in a very sort of elegant, upscale, sophisticated way. Big outerwear season for pink tartan. Lots of, as we saw, shaggy furs in very pale pink colors, classic camel coats. Think single-breasted, very chic, great topper for fall-winter, and you know, lots of skinny stovepipe trousers, and it's very sophisticated. It has that downtown urban woman feel. Very wearable.
I missed it this year, so I'm taking a good look at it. It does look very good.
Lots of pieces to spruce up your 9-to-5 wardrobe.
Okay, so let's go from last night to pick number 2 for Sarah Casselman. Now, I would say Chloe come Paris, but I would be wrong. This is Chloe come Paris.
Yes.
And this is a sister designing team.
They are, and they're based out of Toronto. And this is, I believe, their 3rd collection now. It had a very gothic sort of spin to fall collection. Lots of black textured trousers. They did a lot of layering. Black on black was a huge trend for them, and lots of leather with embellishment, these tiny silver balls that they had put on, which kind of gave almost a slightly sinister medieval feel to their look. But these girls, I think their strong suit really is their prints. For fall, they showed vintage-inspired wallpaper prints, these tiny little florals that had a very washed sort of feeling, and they looked gorgeous on little pleated skirts and blouses.
That looks like a dramatic show to have seen there. Look at it,
yes.
great overall look to that set and
lots
that catwalk.
Of drama and darkness.
Yes, very much so. And finally, top 3, Lucien Matisse, and tell me what you liked about that one.
This was one of my favorites of the week. It actually started off the week. He showed actually at in a very grand ballroom at the Fairmont Royal York, and this was a very grown-up collection. He's usually the king of embellishment, lots of crystals. For fall, very pared down, very delicate, intricate lace work. Beautiful gowns and, you know, slits up to there. Angelina Jolie, I think, would approve.
The leg.
Absolutely. The leg is out. The new erogenous zone for fall. But, you know, it was a very sophisticated take. Again, lots of black. And he also showed his true creativity through using lots of feathers, a couple of feathered frocks, and texture mixing was a big thing for him, too.
Interesting. Okay, so just even looking at those shows and picking up on some of the things that you said, sort of continuations maybe on some trends from this year. Leather,
yes.
feathers,
fur.
What other trends were big that you spotted?
Outerwear. As Canadians, we all need our coats, and Canadian designers do this very, very well. So we're seeing lots of classic shapes, from the pea coat with toggles to that big sort of furry monster coat for fall. Bomber jackets are back. Classic trench coats in leather. Texture mixing, another huge trend, where maybe your blazer would be a wool blazer with a great leather sleeve on it. We saw that at Pink Tartan last night. And for color, we're looking in 2 directions, very autumnal, rich palette of mustards and rust colors, and then also moving into those sort of darker, dramatic jewel tones, which look so gorgeous on a lot of people. Those rich amethysts and emerald green.
Beautiful. I'll be able to carry over for next season. Some of earlier, so a little bit of brights there as we look at that show as well. You know, this is always sort of the measuring stick. Fashion Week, we always stack up the Canadian scene as opposed to what's happening internationally. You were just in Paris, in Milan, sorry, at the shows there. I was following you on Twitter. So based on what you're seeing internationally, can you give us a yardstick?
Absolutely. I mean, I think in the last 5 or so years, Toronto Fashion Week has really come leaps and bounds. Every year, I mean, even from the venue where it is right downtown, in the heart of downtown Toronto on King West, it's a great, feel, lots of energy down there. Designers, lots more new up-and-comers this season, tried and true designers coming back with a new spin on their collections. And I think Canadian models, I'm always surprised at how many of our homegrown girls, all of our homegrown talent, go off and conquer those international runways.
Yes.
Kate King, for example, is Canadian. She was just spotted in the Louis Vuitton show in Paris, and here she is walking in Joe Fresh a couple of nights ago, as well as Fashion Magazine's March cover girl, Anaïs Pouliot. She's our cover girl for March. She was, off doing her thing internationally, but still supports Canadian Fashion Week here in Toronto.
Well,
it's great.
Terrific. Listen, it's a little early for me to be thinking about fall and winter because I'm just gearing up for spring and summer, as I think everyone is. But you know what? Seeing the fashions make you think it won't be so bad when it gets here. It's going to be okay.
Absolutely.
It's going to be more than that. It's going to be terrific. Thanks a lot, Sarah. Always nice to have you in.
Good to see you.